look at this. How exciting is this? Yay! I came home to this after work. How exciting is this? This is in our backyard. My husband, I didn't even have to beg him much. He just said, I'll build you one if you want. And I said, well, I don't want anything fancy. I don't want us to spend so much money. But then I showed him some ideas. And I came home to this, which is absolutely stunning. It's super beautiful. A raised garden box. So I can grow all my little tomatoes, peppers, all that stuff. As you can see, all of these pots went in that section because that section receives nice sun. We're always looking for sections that have good sun for these vegetable plants. And that was that one spot other than where the pool's at. Where the pool's at is where we get a lot of sun. And there's a backyard. We get a lot of shade there because as you can see, we have lots of trees. So the backyard is hard to find areas with sunlight. So this is the back side of our house, closer to the fence to go back outside. So I had all these pots basically, and it didn't look very neat. As you can tell, it didn't have very high quality pots. And yes, it worked, but I had this going on for a couple of years. So in my dreams, I told my husband I would love to have a raised garden bed to make it neater on this side. And this is the year 2024. Who knew? 2024, this spring and summer, I was gonna bring happy outside growing. So keep growing on my plant career, on my plant joy, on my plant hobby, and keep helping my brain learn. And any project that you can do to spend more time outdoors, it is so worth it. And to have something you grow and eat it. Obviously, you guys know I love plants, but you learn a little at a time how to. Some people master the outdoor gardening first. Some people master the houseplant world first. I want to say I feel very confident in my houseplant taken care of. So I was ready for this new challenge, and I've done it in pots, and it's been fairly successful. So this is no plants planted right now yet. Fairly successful, except one of the drawbacks of having little small pots was that they would dry out very quickly, and if I didn't water them in time, they would dry out. So our plans for the future is to maybe have a self-watering system over here in case we travel. That's what worries me, that I wouldn't water them in time if I travel. If I'm here, I'm going to be watering these babies. So yes, all of this is going to be gone. Make it neater. We're going to leave maybe 2 pots, which is my lemon tree, my lime tree. But yes, I have a lot more to share in my gardening life. Okay, so let me give you a little update. This is like a week later after the box was built. We went ahead and we put leaves in it just because we realized ours is about 20 inches deep. That takes a whole lot of soil to fill it, and it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of truckloads. Yes, you can have someone deliver it to you. Of course, it adds money. We're trying to do this the cheapest way possible, so we're trying to go get this soil mixture compost by ourselves. But ended up using what we already had. I saw that you can put leaves. It's recommended that you do at least 18 inches of soil mix on the top. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna water down this leaves. I also read that if you're gonna do leaves, you should water it, step on it, have it smushed down as much as you can, because if not, it's gonna do that easily after you put the soil in. You're just gonna have it, go down too much. So we're gonna go ahead and get it watered, so we can then step on it. And there's branches too, old dry tree branches. The older, the drier, the better. From what I saw or heard, you shouldn't put very fresh stuff in there. There's even some banana peels in there. But this is gonna help save money. But again, of course, we have to have a nice, big, thick layer of good soil potting mix on the top. I'll show you a little bit more what we ended up buying, how much we paid for it, how we found it. Okay guys, so this part has been accomplished. I found the soil that I needed. This is the most important part of the raised garden bed, is making sure we have some good soil mix. This is supposed to be organic, and it's supposed to be like a soil mix already with compost. She said I shouldn't add anything to it, that this is what I should use, and there's no chemicals. Sorry, I have allergies. So it looks really good. You can tell there's like wood in it. That's good, makes it airy. Oh my, is that a centipede or is that a worm? Gotta look into that. We want worms, but we don't want centipedes. Okay, yay, continue with our project. So now we're filling it, and let me show you the soil we are. Here's the back of the truck and the soil that they sold to us. Basically, they said this is a mixture already of everything that you need. Topsoil, compost. Because I was there trying to look for topsoil, compost, and somebody recommended like a nice potting soil mix that they can also sow in the bulk. In a different nursery, that's what they had recommended. But this nursery said that this one had basically everything mixed in, and I didn't have to add anything to it. And I just found it in a small local nursery basically. And so I couldn't find it through Google. So basically I would recommend, if you're trying to find it, which is often the hardest part, is to find the soil, is you're just gonna have to, you might not find it through Google, because I was not finding it through Google, is just look around, go to the nurseries and see who has a pile of soil looking stuff. A lot of places have sometimes topsoil, but not the compost part, and the compost part is very, very good. Important. I asked and I told them what I didn't want is any soil that had chemicals in it, and I wanted something that was organic. They said this was it. Hopefully it didn't, it's true, because we're working on it, and it was $15 a scoop. They said that this truck was probably going to be able to carry 3 scoops, so that's what we did, 3 scoops. And I think we're gonna have plenty. We thought we might not have plenty, therefore we were putting like leaves and all that, but now I think we should have taken out more leaves. We just don't know where to put them. Here I'm already starting my compost pile, which is made out of dry matter, and I know you're supposed to put also some, I don't know what they call it, I'm just learning this, but some kind of fresh matter, which cut grass could be it. Also all the stuff that, you know, the vegetables, the peels, all that stuff that you use, organic material that you use in your house that comes from vegetables and fruits, and you can just pour it in there. And you're supposed to be mixing it every so often. That I'm gonna start learning how to do it. I bought this long time ago from, I think, Lidl or Aldi, but it has this breathing holes, which is really good. But later we'll be able to have our own compost that we can use over here when we need more, which is great. So I've been wanting to do that. I had not started it. Have some seedlings here growing from last year that I had tomatoes and peppers in these pots, and I see some sprouting, so it's always good not to just throw it away, because I've had success of it just sprouting the same stuff that I had the year before. After some time, it's good to watch it and let it grow a little bit, and then you can use it. This looks like a tomato plant to me. That's so exciting. So I'm going to be able to use these and just plant them over here. I'm so excited. And watch out for the spiders. When we watered this thing, the leaves, so it could kind of just flatten more, lots of spiders came out, and that was super scary to me. Made me think why you have to wear gloves anytime you work with any of this stuff outside, because gotta be careful. But just keep your eyes out just in case. Okay, finally we got into this part. It's full of soil. It's been watered down, compacted down, so it's time to get started. I pulled out lots of seeds that I've collected through the years. Some were given to me by my neighbors, and they're from their mom, and I just saw it says sow by 12-13. So I'm thinking these might not grow, but I have nothing to lose, because if not, I'll just go buy some of the peppers that I want later on. Says days to germinate, 10 to 21 days. I wanted to say when we could plant them. I am gonna hope that we're not gonna get under, right now it's like mid-March, and I'm hoping we're not gonna get under 1/8, they said soil depth 1/4 of an inch. I hope we don't get like where it gets under 40 degrees. I'm just gonna move the soil around a little bit so I can then put that 1/4 inch in. These are hot peppers. Done naming them. I still have a lot of space here in the middle because I still want to see what else I want to get, either seeds or little plants already. But I got my little name tags from Dollar Tree. They were 10 for $1.25. So that's it, cleaning this up. And another note, there's something exciting happening over here. For the first time, I wanted this and I haven't gotten it because I didn't want to pay the money. We have a rain barrel. And we're going to try to collect water from this, what do you call it, canal drainage. And we're going to be able to hopefully connect it to a system that will water these plants without us having to water them, especially when we travel. This is going to be coming very handy. A lot of projects going on. Okay, so this is nice. It arrived from Amazon. I think it was $89 or $80. 85, maybe 85. Because I know I didn't want to pay over $100. And we're gonna do some kind of deviation here so the water can fall in here. And what's nice about it is that it has this so mosquitoes can't propagate, have their babies there. So we really need that. So here I have a little projects going on. Let me go ahead and show you. This is a little round little area where I had a lot of flowers kind of growing that weren't doing that well. So I went ahead and removed the plastic that I had used some years ago. I showed it on my Instagram. Plastic was not a great idea because it was so hard to plant new things and make a hole in it and all that. So at this point, I'm not sure if I'm going to use cardboard box. I know you're usually supposed to use something to kind of help the weeds not come out, but I've still had weeds coming out anyhow because the grass seeds kind of just grow on top of it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take care of it and pick out the grass, and I'm not going to use any more plastic or liners. And therefore I can spread some flower seeds here. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It gets good sun in the morning. This is my Dollar Tree little lettuce area. I am in love with this little area because that little piece of cement, look how well organized all of these plants. I have 32 different plants here. That's pretty amazing. Right over here, this is my little garden box that I got, self-watering garden box that I got from years ago at Lowe's. I had it here in this section so it got rainwater, and it was not a good idea because since the self-watering pot, it has no holes in the bottom, and it's supposed to be able to, you know, leave a space and the water stays in the bottom. But if there's so much water, that space gets filled up with water and then it goes into your soil. And it was actually, plants weren't being very successful. Simple things like mint was dying off because the soil was staying too wet. So we're going to try this again. Fresh new soil. And now it's underneath here, the little porch area. So it's not going to get watered by rain. I can water it when I want to. And it should stay moist because it has a self-watering thing. So we're gonna try more herbs. I just found some seeds, which I have to name it there. More basil seeds, more cilantro seeds. My husband being such a great helper. I'm really blessed to have his help. We have here nasturtiums going on. We have cilantro, basil, and cilantro, and nasturtiums, and parsley, and dill, and cilantro. These I got at Aldi's in clearance, like for $12 each. So it's awesome too because I can move them around Earlier I had them more towards the outside and they were getting away a lot of sun. It's gonna help me play with where it's the best location for them. I am winded. I have been working on this little section here. I had a lot of plastic. I removed it. That was so hard to do. We put more of the same soil we got from the garden box that we had left over here to amend the soil even more, because I had just put in some bags of soil I had bought some years ago, but it wasn't enough and there was a lot of very sandy soil. So hopefully it'll be a better growing condition. These were plants perennials. They're coming back. Ajuga, another ajuga. Let you appreciate the color. It's gonna get so pretty soon. I did have to transplant them and mess with the roots. This is another one I bought at Walmart that was dying on clearance. I think it gives got purple flower. We have some dianthus. It's this one, pink flower. This one became big, came back this year. Gerber dated about maybe 2 years ago, but it's never really flowered too often. But I'm hoping with the better soil and me being better at fertilizing these babies, they will have a better year. So this year, another objective is to grow a lot more flowers. This is gonna be my flower little garden area. The palm tree, I think it's gonna just stay around the pool somewhere because it used to be here in the middle, but it takes so much space. Now, I'm gonna plant flower seeds. How exciting is this? I am really excited because I'm just gonna have fun here in this section. It is spring, so I'm gonna try to put taller ones in the middle, shorter ones on the outer of the circle. I just remembered I have some seeds over here that somebody gave me. And I didn't label them, but there's some big pom-pom like flowers. So I'm gonna put those in the middle. Yay! Named it, they're called Allium. And they're like big purple pom-pom, really tall. And I'm gonna dump a little more soil on top of them. I had so many that I just put a lot. Just, you know, when in doubt. We'll see what happens. Some are popping out, but I'm not worried because there's others that are fully in, so that should be good. Let's work over here. Okay, so that's it. Those are going to be my centerpieces because they are tall, purple, beautiful. Yes. Now, I'm going to see the height. This is beautiful. And this one says March through June to plant, and I want to see the height, 2 to 3 feet. Okay, so I'm going to stagger them according to the height. Also, this one says forget-me-nots. I'm not sure about that color. Cosmos, that matches that one. The other ones are purple. This one is growth 4 to 5 feet. You're kidding me. This is a really tall one. 4 to 5 feet. That is extremely high. I don't know if I want to plant those. And Salvia bonfire. This is a very old seed, 2011. I'm not even work with that one. Aster. This one's really old. 1998. I'm not gonna work with these. I don't want to waste time with flowers at this point. Petunias. Wow, those are really pretty. I think I'm gonna put these in a actual maceta in a pot. Petunias pot. Morning glory. 8 to 10 feet. Are you kidding me? How is this possible? How are flowers that tall? Oh, I understand. They're not tall. Maybe they're just long. Guys, I am new to this game. And you guys know, I'm sure. Okay, this is pretty cool. Hummingbird mix. This one says 1 to 3 feet. Annual and perennial mixed. I think I want to use this. And Zinnias dwarf. I love zinnias. 18 to 24 inches. We're gonna do those. And African daisies. This one says 12 inches. I think we could do those. I think I'm just gonna see what these babies do. Are they trailing plants? Maybe I have to look this up. I can wait a second and not do it yet. Baby's breath. I know this is really old. And the neighbors that gave them to me. I don't think those are gonna make it. Bachelor button. This is 2 to 3 feet. Now, the blue doesn't go, so I might just put this in a little maceta or in an individual pot. I think I'm gonna stick with those. I have plenty, right? Let's see what happens. I am done planting all the flowers. I have all the flowers I planted around there, the baggies, empty baggies, but here's the list. Bachelor button, Cianthus, wildflower mix, dwarf cennias, African daisy, forget-me-nots. I have a mixture of lots of colors. I ended up even adding blue, but I think, you know what, I'm just gonna have a beautiful color for display. It'll make me happy. It's evening time now. Next thing I want to do is see these cosmos, because they grow so high, 4 to 5 feet. I was thinking I have a great idea. I think these, I'm going to use some of these pots and plant them in these pots and then place them behind the, I don't know if they're going to fit, maybe the smaller ones. I was thinking of placing them back here because I don't think I'll be walking back there anyway. And if we could get 4 to 5 feet flowers growing behind here, wouldn't that be gorgeous? So I have little seedlings coming out of here. So here's a pot. Just gonna walk around and find some pots that I can use and put back there. Let's see, that's one. I don't want to mess with that one. That's cucumber. That's too big. Yeah, let me see if I can find some smaller ones. I found these and they're not too big, so I'll be able to plant them back there. I have 2 of seeds. Let's see how much come in here. But I'm excited. And I have still soil that I bought in bulk that came in the back of the truck. That's still what was remaining after other projects. So it's going a long way, those 45 bucks. I already planted them very simple. Just put soil on top of them. 1/4 inch. I think that's what it said. And I did some morning glorying this one, because usually I buy it, I like it, and I had the seeds, so I went ahead and did it. So now, very important, we don't forget to water. My water's not on. Sorry, I wanted to show you, but I will turn like a light mist, because you have to be very careful since they're not planted very deep. It's easy to uncover them, and I think I've already made the mistake in some of my other planters. So I think I'm gonna keep them here in the front instead of putting them back there right now that they're just starting to sprout out, because I need to keep them misted since they're new seeds, and if I put them back there, I'm gonna forget that they're there. So I think I need to keep them where it's visible and I can see them. Now I'm gonna do this morning glory. Now I'm watering my little flower garden. I'm just so excited about this year, because I'm gonna have a flower garden and vegetable garden. I'm really expanding, and it's so exciting when you're learning something new. That's how my houseplant addiction grew, and it made me so entertained, and it's so great for your mental health when you're busy learning something new. So this is also going to help me be busy learning something new. Yeah. So I'll keep an eye on these and keep you posted. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up so you can keep seeing the growth of all these babies. Bye.